Marty, can you put CC on too, please? Hey, welcome, welcome. We are doing a special Bless with my brother Wilton. He's going to be talking a little bit. I'm excited. It took us 3 weeks to get connected because we were talking on the wrong emails. Well, I was, that's for sure. Wilton was sending me, Chris, where are you at? And I didn't check my Gmail account. So, but we're going to get started right here. And I'm going to let Wilton do all the talking. I'm going to stay here for his absolute support. He's a bright young man, absolutely caught Ash's attention, I would say about a month ago, give or take. And Ash lit me up, said, why don't you have this guy in Bless yet? I go, he's coming. I got a schedule to keep. So at this time, and I do want to just say something real quick to everyone. If you are trying to register through the new mail and the new ecosystem, just stop right now. We got to let the migration finish. So we're asking everyone just to not do nothing right now until you hear something from Marty or Ash himself or one of us leaders. So just stop what you're doing. Okay, let's get this beautiful thing going. Mr. Wilton, it's all yours.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Marty. I must say, good evening, good morning, good day. It's a beautiful time to be in ONPASSIVE. I want to say I am delighted to be here to speak a little about my experience in the autism community. I just want to make it clear that I'm not representing my company. I am just here to speak on my experience and to speak on how we would like to see Bless community support. Bless community support these individuals and family. My name is Wilton Brightson. I hail from the beautiful island of Jamaica. I now live in Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm your friend. I will begin by saying, good afternoon. I have worked within the autism community for 26 years, caring for children and adults between the age of 5 years old to 22, and adults from 22 through 55. I'll just give you, in short, what is autism. ASD is autism spectrum disorder. It is a development disability caused by difference in the brain. Some people with ASD often have problems with social communication, interaction, and restricted or repetitive behaviors. They also have been ways of learning, moving, or paying attention. Before I go there, I want to tell you a bit about my journey and how I got here. My personal journey in this community began when I migrated to the United States in search for a better opportunity. Within 3 years of my search, I came across an individual who asked me, "Do you love children?" Way back then, I was just a young father. So, of course, I said yes. So our conversation led to, would you like to work with children? And I said, absolutely. I responded without hesitation, and that was an open door for me to be in this community. When I joined this community, I realized the significant impact the services rendered in lives of both the children and their family have made. My job for a year was an overnight counselor. I was an in-house counselor dealing with emergencies, situations as they arose. My role then changed to a residential supervisor from 2001 to present. In this capacity, I have managed a staff complements of 10 to 15 persons per 12-hour shift. Among my duties, it is to ensure that they have necessary skills and resources in place to deal with any situation that may arise during the period. In addition, I am required to assist with all elevating stressful situations when there's need. So what's my purpose? Or what's my passion? Working with special group individual takes empathy, patience, sensitivity, dedication, and love. I will say something here. If you are working in that community and you do not develop patience, listening skills, you can't do it. It is not just the place where you just walked in, throw a bag down, and watch the clock to get out. It is a work that you must use your instinct at all time to ensure that the students are being cared for at whatever cost. He said, naturally being a keen person, I felt at home in this environment. The overwhelming compassion to help this special person was a calling I could not deny. The impact the students have on me, the children, however, have had the greatest impact on me. They have taught me so many life lessons, and the greatest of these is that of compassion and love. It is an action word. This means that care, patience, understanding have to come from a place within us that is genuine. You cannot pretend with persons on ASD because they are so sensitive that they will see right through you. It is a gift, and I accept that gift. They have also shown me that doing things half-heartedly is a no-go. However, being honest, straightforward, and reassuring, even when agitated, ensures a more positive outcome. I could recall years back, one of my students, he graduated from the program. I just was going to Walmart to just go on about my own day, doing some shopping. And I could recall I parked my car and I saw this young man going to the front of the car and the mom is behind him. She's going left, he's going right. He's going left, he's going right. So I said, I wonder if I could be an assistant. But you know, when someone doesn't know you, when someone does not know you, they will be hesitant to say, yes, I need the help. So I realized it was one of my students who have long gone. I said to her, I know him. And she said, really? I said, yes. She said to me, would you be able to help me get him in the car? I said, that would be my pleasure. I just called his name twice and he stopped. The mom looked at me. She said, wow. I offered if I could get him in the car, put his seatbelt on. And what is so rewarding about this one incident is that she told me she was there for 30 minutes, just trying to get her son home. And it was unsuccessful. When I do these kind of things, I felt so rewarding. I felt so complete to know that I could help a complete stranger. Yes, even though he's my former student, I felt so complete to know that I was there at the right time to allow her to have a good day. In the autism community, There's lack of resources, identifying when dealing with treatment for autism. Since entering the ASD community, my eyes have been open to the glaring need that many families face with the lack of resources that are required to assist these individuals and their family to cope. These include access to behavioral therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, sensory therapy, lack of support for advocacy. There is an overwhelming shortfall and a desperate need in the services being offered. When we speak about OBLESS, what can OBLESS do for this community? I'll begin with ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE has created opportunities for individuals around the world, and it is its main agenda in uplifting humanity, enabling them to add value and influence to the global economy. Our legendary CEO, Mr. Ashmufara, has pioneered the way by sharing his vision of creating a more improved way of conducting business using the latest artificial intelligence. After becoming a part of ONPASSIVE, I'm getting to understand the company overall objectives, caring for humanity. I have seen how I could possibly impact one person with ASD and their family in a positive way. My aim to help reduce the strain on these families is to provide them with the ability for a better life. I think OBLESS had the tools that will be able to assist by providing funding to secure suitable accommodation for those who are unable to find a place they can call home, a place equipped with right facilities to assist special need challenges faced on a daily basis by ASD individuals, to provide better AI technology for in-depth researches of autism and early child detection of this disorder. I went to work one day and I felt ill. I leave straight from work and I head to the ER. As we all know in the US, you go to the ER, it's all day, you sit there all day. It is so happened that I was wearing one of the t-shirts from my institution. And when the emergency doctor came in, she said, "How are you?" I said, "I am not well today." Then she gave me a compliment. She said, "Nice shirt." I said, "Thank you." The conversation goes on. She said, "How did you get a hold of this shirt?" I said, "I've been wearing them for years." She said, "Wow, that is kind of you." So I was forced to ask her, "Why did you ask?" By having the conversation, I glanced on her name tag and I realized it's a familiar name. Would you believe that one of her students was immediately in my care? She said to me, "You are an angel." An angel? I've never been called an angel before, but I felt so very good to know that, okay, here I am looking for care and I'm gonna get the real care. Immediately, the doctor called her other staff and said, "Take care of him ASAP. He is an angel. He is the guy, or one of the guys, who ensures that my son is safe every day." I was blown away. I love what I do. I love to care for people. That's my passion. I will give the last dime I have to someone who is in need. But don't mess with my students. When I go to work, I'm all in, 100%. And so my message to all blessed, we have big work ahead. There's so much families that I know that cannot get the care or the support, a placement for their child. I must let you know, I don't have a brother, a sister, a niece, a nephew, a cousin who had this special need, but I just fall in love with taking care of the kid. It is so rewarding to see all these kids when they grow up in your hands and they graduated and they leave. I said, job well done. In conclusion, before I accommodate some questions, I want to be a voice for the voiceless in this community. And I will ensure that the most vulnerable family have somewhere to turn in their most trying times. Making myself available to work with the Obless team in the future. I must thank the team for this opportunity to present my passion, to speak about my goal, to speak about what I would like to see for the kids that leave the program. It's always on my mind, where do they go? And because they are no more in our care, it's just an imagination. But one thing I observe, which is presently going on right now, because of funding, we're closing homes. That is sad. Because of funding, staff are just leaving. They're looking for the next job that could pay there for their effort. And that is sad. So I know we have a big shoe to fill. We're gonna start slow. We're gonna start one family to the next family until we cover the entire globe. I must thank the team for this opportunity. I must thank Mr. Ash for creating this opportunity for everyone, including my brand ambassadors, brothers and sisters, and also the tech team for their tireless effort to get this program to where it is today. What does ONPASSIVE mean to me? And this is just my simple term. There's so many terms that everyone could use this, but this is mine. Hope, opportunity. It provides opportunity for individuals across the globe. And it's never done before. The world is gonna get a shock. It's never been done before. It's just always the same old, same old. Mr. Ash is the first of his kind to take on this challenge, to providing the new and upcoming artificial intelligence to the entire globe. P, purpose. I have a purpose. My purpose is to care for humanity. A, we're an attractive company. We attract 1.4 million founders, brand ambassadors. That's an attractive company to do that. S for security. Financial security. We will all receive financial security for the rest of our life. That is so good to know that my financial security, being an immigrant, being an outcast, come to this beautiful country, searching for that dream, and ONPASSIVE, just bring it to me and make my dreams, our dreams, a reality. S, superior. These products are the cutting edge above all the rest. I, innovative, advanced and original methods to conduct business. V, value. I could recall way back maybe 2 months out, close to 3, our CEO said, money follows value. And so when I look at value, there's so much here that we have that someone is craving for, wish they had, could have had, but thanks to our great CEO for his compassion to humanity, for humankind, for mankind, and allow us all to be part of this great empowerment. E, employment. I speak about it earlier. There's so much employee right now who are struggling because there's no funding, there's not enough money. And here comes our great ONPASSIVE, which will open up doors for so many. And we just want to say we are blessed to be here. I am excited, very excited. I'm just trying to hold back my passion. But I am so excited because my tomorrow will be better than today. My dream, my hope is to see everyone we come in contact, that their tomorrow, that their today will be better than tomorrow. I want to say a great thank you to Chris, Julie, always there, working tirelessly. Marty, I listen to you every day. You guys are such an inspiration. Red, Michael, all the leaders who work tirelessly to ensure that a family like ONPASSIVE can only get stronger. Today, I want to say thank you so much for giving me the chance to speak. And I'm glad you could take the time to listen. My message today, let's reach one, teach one, and let's be one. I thank you so much. God bless. I love you all more than you could have imagined. Thanks.
Wow. Wow, I like that. Say that again. Say that what
One, reach one, so that we all can be one.
I love that. Absolutely love that. Now, did you make that up on your own?
It just popped in my head.
It's very good. I actually really, it's very, very catchy. Yeah, that's your new title, man. I absolutely love it. Wilton, you said a couple things in there that relate to me actually. Where do they go? You know, I have he's 30 years old now. My nephew, he's got Down syndrome. And what happens to an individual like that if something happens to their parents? Where do they go? You know, 40, 50, 60 years ago, the stuff that you're working with autism, we didn't even know what it was about. They put a lot of kids into special homes thinking they didn't understand it. So they locked them in a home. Pretty much. People like you come along once in a while and you raise awareness for people that don't have a voice. And that's why I love you, man, because you're bringing all these voices of these children out, whether they're children, some of them have grown into adults.
Yes.
And where did they go? A lot of them are forgotten. They're on the streets.
Yes.
And which breaks my heart to see that. You know, that's the worst when a family just can't deal with. Number one, they might not have the funds. See, to me, Oh Bless is going to bring a lot of openings for individuals like this because
training is important.
Education is everything. All right. You come along, you're educated, you've dealt with this for 20 some years. Not dealt with it, you've worked with it, you've helped it, you've molded it. All right.
I helped build the institution.
Absolutely. And that's what we're looking for in Oh Bless. You didn't just by chance say a few words and I said, who's that guy? He had a conversation with you. He had
Yes.
a conversation with you. You see, he's looking for many people. But
Yes.
every once in a while, someone catches his ear. And I pay very close attention to people that catch his ear. You were one of them because you
Thank you.
said that he wants to fix. He wants to help. He knows there's issues,
Oh, yeah.
and there's been issues for years. And my question is always in the year 2022, right? We haven't taken the big step in your department. We
Mm.
took little steps because people, unless it was in their family or their child or their brother, then they care. But everyone else,
Right.
no, that's the wrong attitude.
That's
It's
why
like,
that's why I mentioned I don't have a family that what would I do? That I have to just because of that I get interested.
yeah,
I joined the organization and I see that I said, if I don't do it, who will? If we don't find someone to do it, who will? They are counting on us. They need us. And because they need us, we have to be there. But we know very well that funding, money, it attracts the crowd,
sure.
keeps the train stand still, or keep it moving.
Absolutely. It does. Like I said, money, let's see, how do I say this? People are fixers, solvers, and they're movers.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, we say here all the time, money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. Money can help so many people. Listen, as far as medications, facilities, educators, money definitely can help.
Yes.
You're not selling something. You're not selling me this marker. You're an educator. What you're doing is saying, listen, I'm not selling you nothing. I'm letting you know there's individuals who need our help that have been overlooked for years. I, for 22 years, have done this. Imagine if I had 1,000 eyes in every community like you.
Ooh.
What the difference could be. And that's what Ash is talking about, how we're going to change the color of the world, how we're going to change things in the world. Well, people like you that stepped up to the plate and said, I do care. You did it a long time ago. You just didn't hear about Bless and say, you've been doing this for 20 some years. Right? Uh-oh. Hold on. Marty DeGarmo's calling. Marty, I'm not alive. He hung up on me. He's listening. I'm proud of you. Well, I'm glad that I got to know you. I'm glad that I get to work right next to you. I'm glad to call your brother. I heard someone said something very important to me. I won't tell you the whole discussion. He said he had a friend in the service and they were buddies. And the lady had said something that, they did the brother thing. They talked back and forth and rough. And the lady had said, why? You don't have to talk like that. And the gentleman said, I trust this man with my life. We have a thing. That's what we do. It's okay. Now, I'm going to say it. I can trust you with my life because you've entrusted people that didn't have a voice, and they trust in you. And the more we build on that, the better the world will be and change. And Bless is definitely going to help that out.
Yes. I believe in our founders, in our brand ambassadors. We are all on board. And if we take one, reach one, we all are one.
I love it, man.
So there's no way that I come in here just thinking about me. The culture, we adopt it. We're not here for ourselves. If we think of others like that, we can move the world in no time because we will always have somebody's back. Doesn't matter who they are. They need us. So we must just stay focused on that.
What is your education?
Question?
What is your education in?
So in the ABA.
Where'd you go to school?
We have in-house school. We had an in-house school right there. So you do a course And you could do it in 6 weeks. You could do it in a year. So I took the 6-week ones, just get in and get it under my belt, so I can have way more experience with the new one. They had other programs that go 3 years. I didn't do that because I'm in it way long. So I just use my experience to work, and we just adapt a new thing that comes on.
What I'm trying to say is you didn't go to some richy school, college, and you're a normal guy.
Couldn't
You're a
afford.
normal guy who actually cares about people,
Couldn't
right?
afford. Yes.
Yeah, you're a normal guy that cares about people, and there's few of you left in this world. So the individuals that are listening right now, that I know you're just like Wilton, you don't have to know the education Wilton has, because you can help Wilton out in many ways.
Oh yes.
Many ways. And that's what I'm trying to explain to people here. Yeah, Wilton's Wilton. He's doing something because he loves it, he's passionate about it. Now, you might have that same passion, think, well, I don't have the degree. You just heard what this man said. I went to a little course, did this, did that. He didn't go to Harvard. You don't have to go to, listen, you don't have to go to Harvard to say, I care about people. I went to Harvard. No.
You just want to know enough, and you keep doing it, you get better at it.
Yes.
And you just change with the times. The first thing I was taught when I go there to observe. I see how they speak, I see how they react, how they interact, and you adapt.
Yeah.
And so it is not about the education, it's about the compassion you have. Because oftentimes the education get in the way.
Right.
So we are just working for what we worth. But that's not what it is. We need to just work. We must do the work because someone needs us. If we all get up every day and realize that we can reach somebody, we can touch somebody's life, we can change the world.
What's your biggest goal in the next 10 years, let's say, for with this? With OBLES's help, absolutely, of course.
So I would like to see OBLES, help the family that do not even have the first means to put their kid in a placement. I know an individual, my neighbor, had a child, can't afford to put them in it because these institutions, they are over the top.
Yeah.
And so often I would give him little clips or bring him a book or something and said, here's some support, read this, try this, just to be of support. I could just imagine if there was a place I could say, go to that place and get registered, and your kid would be in good hands, where they can just elevate from the day-to-day thing that they are just trying. No one is educated, no one is trained to deal with these kids, as I said in my slide earlier. You just have to have a passion. Once you understand these individuals and they get to trust you, best friend ever. I remember I went to, we had proms where the girls dressed up and the boys dressed up, even though they are not speaking, but they're there. And I remember this one student, he get hooked up with this girl, so they gave him a photograph of her. I'm telling you, he hold on to that photograph, even if he's going in the shower. So to get that photograph laminated.
Nice.
And he would hold it. If he's having an issue and we just call her name, oh man, he just snap right out of it. Wow. That is true love. And I said to myself, we need environment and place for these kids. They're human beings. They are, not just the, what would I say, the elite, the inner circle who had the money to pay, should, not like they're looking more, they're looking for favors over the others, but
right.
You know what that means. I just want to be there for those who do not have the first approach. So my goal for the next 10 years is if we could get funding is number one, and housing, where we can pay more trained staff. There's skills out there.
Oh yeah.
We had programs that people came in, they do it, and they went right back to the public school because they need money. So I always ask myself, why we train so much? We had so much skills person, but they're gone. They're just looking for, the next tier.
Right.
So I could see where ONPASSIVE will be a big voice, huge voice. Don't always have to do everything big, but the little things we do. So if I could team up with some, people with skills and experiences, and we could focus on where and how, and we want to target, we can make a great impact in our community and worldwide. Because wherever you go, there's always someone who are always at the end of the stick, who never been seen or heard. Yes.
Well, what kind of skills would people need to actually have to work with individuals and educate individuals like the ones you deal with?
Well, first and foremost, they would need training. Training is huge. Someone enter the program, first thing we train them how to do calm physical, because sometimes our students are hands-on. How to protect yourself, how to ensure the student is safe at all time. So yes, training is key. And if we can develop a place where everyone can be trained, equipped, even as simple as CPR. No one ever realized that, or maybe take it, slight. I think everyone who walks this earth should learn CPR, because we dine out a lot. We had the biggest guest home. How many people in the house is CPR trained? Let's not just wait on 911 to come through. If we all do that.
Yeah.
So I could see where training is key. And once we are equipped, then we could be able to meet families' or individual needs. Because it is hard on the parents. I would say that.
Yeah.
Tougher on the staff because they deal with them day in, day out. But just imagine just as your nephew, you love him so much.
Right.
He can't get the care that he needs.
It's funny because, it seems to me in this world today, and that people that really need things, like say medications or care that you give, it's really expensive, and the average family can't afford these facilities. When you say it's a top-notch facility to a person that is making minimum wage with 2 kids, I won't be able to do it. And who sacrifices those kids because they're not going to get their proper education or training. And then of course it makes mom or dad feel horrible. I mean, my goal through Bless is to open many facilities like this for children where you walk in, we don't care about money. We're fine.
Oh.
You remember the movie with Robin Williams? One of my favorite doctor, what was it? I can't think of the name. He wanted a free hospital. He wanted to treat kids with laughter. He didn't want to have to pay nothing because he knew all these kids that were sick with cancer. He watched them just sitting in hospitals, no one talking to them.
Right.
And that's the issue is why does things have to be so expensive for people that need them to live and they know they can't afford them? It never made sense to me. And then you have individuals like yourself that just want to help people. What happens to people when they become a doctor, a physician? What happens to their love for that passion anymore? See, I want a doctor who's been passionate since day one.
That's it.
And cares about people. What happens over the course of years, they're like, oh yeah, just this. Where does that passion go? if you have passion to go to school every day for the rest of your life as being a doctor,
Mhm.
that passion should show toward your patients. And it doesn't anymore. They come in,
Getting you far.
they write you a script, have a good day. There's no communication. My thing with hospitals and doctors today is, where's the communication gone? You used to have a good relationship with your dentist, your doctor. All that stuff's going away because it's rush. What happens? Things get lost, things get missed, and then where do they go? Right? And then you eliminated me, myself, and I to what? You took me, myself, and I, and you made a whole brand new thing. And what? How does it go again?
One, reach one, then we are all one.
What happens if we reach 1 million? Well, what happens then?
Oh, then we could reach 1 billion.
That's right. That's right.
It's all start with one.
Is it possible? Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, yes, it is. If it starts with me, then I can pass it on to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wilton, this has been a wonderful pleasure.
Thank you.
I'm glad that we got you on here. Sorry about me not being smart enough to check my other email.
That's okay. I think you get it the right time. I was reaching out, but think you get it the right time. I was behind Susie.
Susie was saying, Chris, I go, I
Yeah.
called them twice. I sent emails, I'm thinking, we're not kidding. Then I seen you on the webinar. I said, "Dude, don't you move. Stop. We're trying to find you." So it all worked out. There's God's got way. Hey, listen, God has ways of getting the right people together. You know?
Yeah.
And you definitely found ONPASSIVE, or Passive found you. And you, like me, I seen, oh bless. Wow, oh bless. What? Who does that? This guy is just absolutely insane. 100% going, and he says it's going to cost us money. We know that, but who cares? It's going to help people. Well, 100%. Let's say we find 1 million people for you, Wilton, for
Yes.
your oh bless projects that I know is going to work. 1 million people. All right, they're ONPASSIVE founders. They're earning income.
Mhm.
What do you think is going to happen? Things are totally going to change.
Of
When
course,
people realize the feeling that it gets you in your heart for helping individuals, they don't have to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
They say, throw me a couple bucks this way. This guy, we're gonna cure him. We're gonna fix him. That's all it takes. Makes your heart grow, man.
if we get into the habit of when we give someone something, we teach them to lend a hand to somebody.
Yes.
It will go a long way.
Very good point.
So once we do that, we just have to be mindful, be aware that I've been helped. So it's my turn to help. Once we do that, we can rock the world.
Absolutely.
I know ONPASSIVE. I see ONPASSIVE. We are ONPASSIVE fans. I know what we can do, but we just need the mind, the commitment, the passion, the compassion, and we are going to change people one by one. I am so ready. I want to say thanks to Mr. Ash for giving me the platform to speak. Never done this before. If you ask me to sing, I will sing. But I don't like to talk. But I remember Mr. Ash said, failure is not an option. And if I backed out, if I keep quiet any longer, I'm failing.
Yeah.
So I need to use my voice so that someone know that we care.
Yep.
Sharing is caring. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, buddy. We now know where they're gonna go.
Oh, yes.
All right, you just put it, and listen, anyone that's listening to this, whether you're a founder, you will be a customer, I guarantee you that. I want you to listen to the passion of this man's voice. If you are an individual with the same passion that Wilton has for children, just for people in general that need help, reach out to me and I'll get you in contact with Wilton and we'll get this started, because we have launched to the world.
Oh, yes.
We are doing many things. In a few weeks, things are going to really start happening. And I've been waiting to do an Old Blessed project for a very long time. And I know a lot of other people are. We have a lot of angels, which I call them out there. You, Wilton, are an angel, whether you don't admit it or not, because I believe angels help and care about people. And we have so many that are hidden, and that's what we're trying to find. I'm glad that you found me. That's what I'm glad. I seen you, but then I couldn't find you anymore, and you reached out to find me. So that's to me, that's how God works, puts the right people together. But thank you very much. Any last words, Mr. Wilton?
So my last word, I would say, let's keep our chin up. Let's be proud. Our CEO make us proud. Make someone proud. If we can keep that reminder every day that I'm looking for that one person to make them proud, to change their lives, we could sleep very well at night. Whether you have money or not, all you want to have in your heart is a love for mankind, and that said it all.
Wonderful.
Thank you so
My
much.
brother, and I can call you my brother because
Anytime.
trusting you with my life. I absolutely love I just love everything about you, man.
Thank you.
You got a lot of good things going for you. You got a lot of great things going for you. Let's not beat around the bush. You're an amazing person. I'm glad I got to get you out there. I know there's a lot more amazing people out there. And if I don't see you, then find me, because this guy did. This guy did. And I'm glad to hear what he has to say. So on behalf of the entire ONPASSIVE family, Wilton, I'm looking forward to working with you shoulder to shoulder. I can't wait. I know you've got 20 years experience behind you, and I know you got at least 500 more years ahead of you to create the right thing.
Ooh, I love that.
And I think you're going to definitely change what the world looks like for the better for those kids that don't have a voice. And I'm all for this 100%. My brother Wilton, I appreciate you and love you, man.
Yes.
You have a great day. Now tonight, guys, because we changed things at 8:00. We'll do some feedback on what this beautiful man has to say. And I think it'll be fun. I know we have a lot of individuals out there that care about kids. I think everyone cares about kids, but special kids is me. It's a special place in everyone's heart. But so come on back at 8:00 tonight, guys. I know in 13 minutes, Mr. Cherry Ocho's coming on here. I call him Cherry. I can't say his name. I just call him Cherry Ocho. He'll be doing a French webinar at 1:00. I believe that's all in French. He could have some speaking, but I actually have to get back in the back office because the link that I posted was dead link, but we had a whole bunch of people show up on YouTube, which I'm real happy for, Wilton, because they seen the pop.
Thanks again, Chris. Thanks everyone for listening.
And all your family that's bad. He's got, let me tell you something. I'm going to say it. He's got Abe Wrightson. Read their names out. Can you see their names?
The people that's around here. Yeah,
Allison, Shireen.
That's my wife, Allison.
Nice to meet you, Allison. You got Abe Wrightson. Who's that?
It got to be Alton Brightson.
Nice to meet you,
my
Alton.
brother.
And what about Shireen Brown? You know her?
Shireen Brown is a friend.
All right, hey friend.
All these people, everyone is a founder in ONPASSIVE.
All right, Ed, is it Mercado or Macedo? Ed Mercado? Mercado.
Yeah, I don't know that person.
Okay, he's from New Jersey. He must be Marty's neighbor. He's checking in on us. Gabrielle Marie, she's from Austria.
Yes.
And Evelyn Nelson.
That's my sister.
Jeanette Brightson. Nice to meet you, Miss Sister.
Sister.
That's another sister too. And then we got someone called Milton. Who's that?
That's my brother.
Milton. Oh my God, you brought the whole family. Sheila. How's Sheila?
Yeah. Sheila, it's a founder. She's a founder in ONPASSIVE as well.
And a name I love, Vanette Valentine. Is that correct?
Yeah, she's always on Valentine's. Yeah, she's my church sister, friend, family friend.
Wonderful.
So I bring the whole crew, everyone.
You brought the whole family. That was pretty cool. Next time we do it, we're gonna bring them all on camera, just to break them out. So
most definitely.
Family, welcome. Listen, you're all my brothers and sisters. Welcome to this family. I love every one of you.
Thank you.
All right,
Sir.
Mr. Wilton, we gotta go.
All right. Take care.
You too, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing. And definitely, I got all your information right now. We could talk, we could call each other and email. So it works good.
God bless. Bye.
All right. God bless everyone. Check out Cherry Ocho. I'm going to go to the back office and put that link. It will be on the same YouTube as you're watching now. I think it might be English and French. I'm not 100% sure. Cherry will be hosting it. Marty will open it up. Let me go post the link anyway. Wilton, you are the man. Hey, hey, hey.
Fire!
Fire!
All right.
All
Thank you.
right, buddy. Be
Good
good.
one. All right. Bye.
Hey.